One was to watch two people who I love celebrate their love. Sorry.
Seattle Seahawks, son. Just thank Seattle Seahawks.
You're really going to start crying yet?
Totally. Okay. Seeing my sister go through a day that she's dreamed of with a man perfect enough only to imagine. To see my mom do her double wink on multiple occasions, like this. Really cute. She doesn't actually know she does it, though. And to be Brian's sister, for real.
Yeah, that's a good one.
So, I just want to say a short bit about Sarah, but mostly I want to talk about Sarah and Brian as a couple because I feel like I'm one of the few people who know them out of everyone here. So, as for Sarah, everyone that meets her loves her. For a while, considering all the boys I had to go to school with, I'm sure my brothers understand, this was challenging. Until I smartened up and appreciated her for who she was, instead of being timid in her shadow. I have an amazing sister. I was luckier than I knew at the time to have such a beautiful, confident, determined, strong-willed, captivating, and glamorous woman to look up to. Within these adjectives, I first had diva, to level things out. But after talking to others that had helped her with the wedding preparation, I learned that instead she wasn't demanding, and instead very easy to work with during some stressful planning. Perhaps Brian's influence. Instead, I took on the role my mother coined as bridesmaidzilla. That stuck. It is these traits of SJ that have heavily influenced me and allowed me to be myself. $11?
We go, bitch!
At first, I think part of me tried to be her, obviously, but when I really understood what her characteristics were, I knew that I was best at doing what is true to me.
11.
Yay! Sorry, I'm really trying. Because she is so real, and her radiating confidence allows her to be herself, like shortening every word as possible, as loud as possible, such as totes, whatevs, obs, the list goes on. I never do that, by the way. So thank you for being you, as it allows me to be me. However, being a woman of this fashion, it becomes hard to meet someone special. She could flip through boys like a magazine. It was just too easy to crack the whip. That's one of the first reasons I knew Brian was the one. His easygoing personality is a perfect match for Sarah's, shall I say, upbeat qualities. Ironic new initials for this woman. Sarah and Brian first met when I was traveling abroad, so I'm fortunate enough to share Sarah's first butterfly moments via a Facebook message dated June 2009. The message is titled Brain. So I met a boy, his name is Brain Harrington. Background first, I met him at Bear Mountain with Laurel and Jackie. We exchanged numbers over some drinks and just hit it off. Then he went away for a few days to Calgary, and when he got back, he was crazy busy and didn't answer my text. So I thought that was it. Hence why in my last message, I was like, boys suck. So we have been seeing each other for only a week and a bit. And I am infatuated with him for the following reasons. Point form. He laughs at all my jokes, no matter how lame. He has his shit together. Condo at Bear Mountain, huge black truck, motorcycle. He has traveled all over the world, with the exception of Croatia and other places, but we have already talked about where we should go together. He loves Seattle and the Seahawks and is jealous of how many times I've been to see the game. He has a great job, assistant manager, and wants to keep going up the ladder until he runs the show. Insert Edmonton here. He's 30, and to be honest, it's so great because he is respectful of me and mom and dad. Yes, he has met them. As stated above, has his shit together. There are no games, and we are just happy to be with each other.
Yeah.
Yeah. He pays for things. And in brackets, even though I offer, he refuses. He's super chill, which is a great balance for me. He's an outdoor rec boy, climbs, kayaks, and just loves being outside. It just feels right and comfortable. I'm leaving for 10 days on Friday, and he doesn't know what to do with himself. And yes, I will miss him too. So in other words, you need to come home. Because A, my fingers hurt from typing messages to you. B, I miss your face. C, I miss your laugh. D, I miss my dancing partner.
There you go, babe.
E, you need to be here because you're my sister. XOXOSJ. And when I came home, we talked about it on multiple occasions. And I remember driving down the highway and I said, so, are you in love? It was very obvious. She said, yes, but I haven't told Mom and I'm just waiting for him to say it first. And I think he did. And I'm so happy that Brian has come along. He's a great man. I'm thrilled to have him as a brother. He might have got the short end of the stick on that one, as I send my brother's love in the form of pestering, flicking, and feet in the face. Anyway, we bonded first over food. Brian obviously cooked a meal. And second, over teasing Sarah together. This couldn't have been a better option for me. And finally, third, over a drinking contest in December. This was not a good idea for me. My mother had been serving up some Christmas cocktails, no juice, only booze. And Brian decided that it was best that these martinis should be treated as shots. This being a competition, I had to do the same. Christmas Eve was the next day, and I had to work. And needless to say, customers still talk about it. And yet, I was still fond of him. I'll always remember that. So welcome to the family, Brian. to share many moments with you for the rest of my life. Sarah is most herself around this man, and it is that which I am most elated about. They balance each other perfectly. The love you two share is pure, and I'm honored to share in your celebration of love today. Thank you.